Alright, hello, Happy New Year. I am Gary Blake, and welcome to the first edition of Gamer Geary. Now, since it's 2012, I'd like to start off with a game that hasn't even been released yet. It's supposed to be projected for this year. It is called Bioshock Infinite. Awesome! I'm really liking it. I've never played a Bioshock game before. I haven't been into the whole Bioshock series. I've been reading on the World of Rapture and the first Bioshock, and so far it captured my drift. I mean, Bioshock Infinite, for those of you who are also were in my shoes, or are in my shoes, as I should say, is that Bioshock, well, they have this new city called Columbia, or I should say Old City, built in the late 1800s, as like an experiment to show to the world, like, oh, this is America, and America's great, and all that jazz, and blah 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 blah, and basically saying, okay, so what starts happening is within the city there is these uprisings and kind of like moral strife like every other city. They're kind of which are head up by the Vox Populi, which is also what they say on their site, Latin for voice of the people. And they basically want to make sure that they start taking over things, and basically turns into this big battle between the founders, which is ZH Comstock, also known as Zachary Hale Comstock, who heads up this place. He was a big political figure, made Columbia to what it is right now in the game, and now the Vox Populi are unhappy about it. So basically, it's turning into this battle of who's going to win Columbia, and it's looking pretty gruesome. But the way Elizabeth and your character Booker have to get through this is you either have to face the Vox Populi or what is the handyman I've seen in the demo and the songbird. What is unique about this game is that it's played like a story. It's not like one of those traditional, oh, I'm just going to be a shooter, and I'm just going to la 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 la, and I have missions, and go do this, 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 this. No, it has more of a built-in story, which I like. I'm a very big plot gamer. I love to stop at cutscenes and just look at them, and just like, oh, if we don't get this thing, if we don't get this cutscene, all jazz. So what I really think is unique is that this game offers that first your character you're playing has a voice. Normally they don't, or normally you have settings or whatever it is. You have a voice, and really these cutscenes come as you interact with your AI character, which is Elizabeth, and you're Booker DeWitt, and you're trying to rescue her through all these situations. And as you go along, things start to happen. You guys get a little closer, all that jazz. And this is more along the lines of playing a movie. It looks like me playing a movie, like, you're interacting with your co-star and all that cool stuff, and you are the main person. It's just you have a voice now. It's kind of different. And also, what your co-star could do, or Elizabeth can do, is that during this time period, there is like studies. Like, it's during the time period of like the early 1900s, so we're looking at like Einstein and Rosenberg, I'm not sure. And you're looking into those time tears, and what you see is these little flashes of images, and the thing is, she can only give you one, and they give you three. You pick one, and it can change the variation of what happens. Like, let's say if there's a car, there's fireworks, and there's a doorway, which I saw in the demo, which was amazing, by the way, is that if you can pick any of the three, and it could possibly change the outcome of your gameplay. So it could add an aspect of replayability to where you might go, oh, well, maybe I'm going to talk to my friend, see what he did, or maybe, I'll go back and do it again and see what happens if I pick this versus that. I don't know. It sounds cool. And then there's also these aspects called Vigors or Nordstroms. These Vigors can be like applied to the game. So far, they only showed the bucking bronco and the crow thing, the murder crow, whatever it is. You drink it, it gives you these special abilities. It's freaking legit. Other than that, I think I really like the aspects of the gameplay. I'm a very big plot, character-driven player. I like to see the characters get developed. So, yeah, Rational Games has been doing very well with that. Now, so, yeah, it should look for pretty interesting. I'm really looking forward to actually playing the game. It's going to be up for PlayStation 3 and the Xbox 360. Both demos are up, the 2010 and the 2011 demo, and it's supposed to come out this year, sometime this year. Um, if anybody knows the release date, comment something, because I've been looking for it, and I was like, I gotta play. I gotta do this. I gotta play this game. So, anyway, well, that's Bioshock Infinite. Comment, subscribe, rate. If you inbox me something, if you have a question, or if you're about to tell me something, hey, I got this great new game I want you to look over, or something like that, just let me know. Other than that, yeah. This is Gamer Gary, and I hope to do a lot more video games, possibly do a lot more playthroughs or walkthroughs, and probably also do one of these, like review it and see or research it. And like I said, never been a big Bioshock fan until probably about now after I've researched Bioshock Infinite. Might think of going back and playing Bioshock 1 and 2 just so I don't miss out on something. Okay. And that was your first edition of Gamer Gary.